Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday, May 31st, last day of May. So what's going on? Did you see over the weekend Top Gun Maverick opened up in the theaters? Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer reprised their roles as Pete Mitchell and Iceman going back 30 some odd years ago. All I know about the movie, so there's no spoiler alert here, is it's going to be exciting to watch, and there's some really good aerial shots there. Speaking about aerial shots, have you seen all those three-point shots that have been flying in the NBA playoffs? You know, I haven't been watching basketball for a good number of years, and last time I really watched basketball, the three-point line, of course, was there, but the teams still were trying to get down low and take the highest percentage shots as possible. Now it seems like they're running plays to be able to take three-point shots specifically. Very, very exciting style of basketball. When I was a kid growing up, if we did something like that, the coaches would call that running and gunning and chucking the ball. So that's very exciting to watch that. On a very sad note, this was Memorial Day weekend yesterday, which is why this is being released today. Memorial Day really started by I think his name was General John Logan after the Civil War. It was a day on May 30th, and I think that was in 1688 to honor, or excuse me, 1868, to honor the Civil War veterans, and we've just had it going on and on. However, this weekend, did we really think about our war dead? Or were we thinking about the Uvalde incident last week where 20 some odd children lost their lives, 2 teachers lost their lives, the gunman was killed? You know, I don't know. And then now we're listening to all the politicians, blah, 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 flapping their gums about something that needs to be done. And we know nothing's going to get done. We know that. We've got history that nothing's going to get done. You know, in sports, if you don't produce results, the coaches, the owners replace you. Politicians, get something done or get out of the way. Let somebody else try. Anyway, let's get to today's topic. So last week, I took care of a lady and her health insurance. And in the conversation, we were talking about the drawbacks of going without health insurance. So if you've been paying attention to my videos over the last couple of years, you know that I am not a fan of people going without health insurance at all. In fact, the Affordable Care Act says this: you have to pay your bill. The providers do not, hear it from me, do not have to treat you unless you can prove that you can pay your bill. Typically that's producing an insurance ID card, which is why I've told you a week or two ago to have your insurance ID card in your wallet, so that way if something happens they can easily find that. Everybody wants to get paid. The providers treat because their malpractice insurance says they have to treat, but only in case of threat to life or limb. So Mark, what's the big deal? You can afford all these luxuries of life. They are luxuries. They are not necessities. And for that, you're going to have a provider treat you. You're going to steal, and this is what I've always said, you're going to steal their education because it costs them something. You're going to steal their rent, their utilities, their medical supplies, their insurance premiums they have to pay in case a mistake is made. You're going to take all of that from them by demanding that they treat you for no reimbursement. And a lot of times I get people saying back, it's their privilege to treat me. Yeah, right. Okay, so anyway, at the beginning of this I said I was talking with a lady who, and she did give me permission to tell this story, which is why I'm telling this story. She has a daughter who did not have health insurance, but the daughter in the state of Colorado ran up a medical bill, and the provider wanted to get paid. The provider then got a court order which allowed the provider to go into her savings and checking account and liquidate the accounts. In addition, I believe money was put back into the account and the provider went and grabbed that money again. Fortunately, she was able to pay off the provider, and that is now all history. It's a lesson well learned. You know, my number's at the bottom of the screen here. Yes, the Affordable Care Act hasn't produced great products, but you know what? Even the worst products out there, nobody would have to have their paycheck garnished. Oh, and by the way, employers hate to have their an employee's paycheck garnished. And you should too, because it's very embarrassing for your employer to know that you didn't pay your bill. So, you know, the number's on the bottom of the screen. I'll be more than happy to talk to you to find a good plan that is in your best interest, that it's affordable. Hey, so what's going on here at the MLD agency? Well, last week, Emmerich had a workshop in Rockford. Good job, Emmerich. The workshop was on senior citizen products as we're entering in the recertification time period for 2023. Good job. I always like going to those Emmerich workshops, and we were able to help a lady out with her health insurance, and that was the individual that I spoke about just in the previous segment. So until next week, don't hesitate to give me a call if you have any questions or concerns. Hey, like and subscribe, because there's one thing about us you can guarantee right now: there are no commercials during our video here. Take care.